Welcome to About Life channel. Before you start watching the video, I want to ask you to help develop and subscribe to my channel. You will not be difficult and I am pleased.
Cause-effect pattern, and so be mindful of what you choose. Eventually, your choice will cause the outcome to infinity. Guess. What is the difference between Denver's Rebecca's Manderley, Mozart's Requiem, his pet starling, Firefly's musing, Hugs flow of oxytocin, Galaxies Cancer, your heartbeats waves of the sea, Clouds elephants, the agony the ecstasy, the absolute infinity the absolute divine, the lungs the coastline? One common thing that connects the whole world is the perception of individuals, the differences of perception embodied as similarities. However, all perception have a common purpose, that is the creation. Who would have thought some time ago that the science, spirituality, religion, philosophy and art may have many similarities? The radical transformation and advancement in the field of science and technology have established an evolving world of facts which was hidden earlier. Now, science has an explanation about the power of emotions, relationship between philosophy, psychology, science, and spirituality. The fundamental bases are the cause that creates patterns. Eventually the outcome is absolute because of nature. The vision that the fractal geometry has laid out is a perspective that the universe is not merely a frame of formulas and derivations but has emotions and energy vibes too. The radical transformation in science and technology is leading the universe in a more meaningful and purposeful way forward. The work of art also, and not just algorithms. The way the power of gravity holds and has total control over us but is unseen similarly is the power of Supreme God. As going against the law of gravity causes us harm, similarly is going away from divinity, going away we term as wrong or dark. The understanding of the above-mentioned fact is called wisdom. And wisdom is an attribute of God. The soul resides in every human being. It is the portion of the Divine Supreme. The soul is the light of God, and the tendency is to incline towards the source, right, or as we say, the light of God, I am. The portion of divine resides in all human beings. God's spirit resides within us all. God is the creator of the universe. The universe comprises physical and spiritual elements. Where science explains its physical phenomenon, spirituality defines cosmos, nature of the soul. Fractal geometry and quantum theory help us to understand and establish the relationship and the purpose between the physical phenomenon, spirituality and the absolute, the purpose of our very existence and life. The relation between the individuals and the universe is a hidden dimension. The universe is the reason for any happening that one witness and experience. The cause is hidden but the outcome is not. What we put out in the universe come out back to us in exponential proportion. Our thought creates vibrations leading to a pattern formation. The generated pattern affects the outcome. We can create a new life with new pattern creation, which is the outcome of a new thought. With a meaningful cause/thought, patterns change into likewise purposeful outcome. Cosmos come to contribute to the purpose, and hence the generation of pattern goes from absolute to infinite, to iterate and generate the new dimension. If the cause thought is happy, the outcome will be happy indeed. Deep blue emotions, fractal images, fractal art, fractals, creative pictures, deviant art. Fractal is entirely mathematical research work. Apart from the fact that all space is full of quantum fields that connect all the above, here are two compelling concepts which will help you to understand. 1. Establish punctuate how everything is connected. 2. Gives important tools for upgrading our efficiency in almost everything. The first concept is one of nature's vastest design secrets: fractals. Fractals, meaning a word that can define any shape of substance present in the universe and its iterate nature. When Mandelbrot set is applied at the initiation, it forms a smooth-looking design by breaking down into pattern pieces an ongoing loop. The key of fractal geometry, which the scientists call as distortion, in the media, the zoom in and zoom out, follow this same fractals pattern to give special effects in the movies. The same number of endless repetitions help to achieve the self-similarity. The flow of energy in the universe is based upon the art of a self-similarity, plus from small broccoli to the poetry, plus the note of music heartbeats, plus the flow of neuron in the brain to the flow of sea waves. plus the flow of blood in a body to the flow of galaxies out in the universe, plus from every single particle to each soul in the universe. What fractals define is a self-similarity. Mandelbrot established that maths equations can help to derive formulas for nature and human emotions, as mathematical formulas are used to derive human-made figures like buildings or things, from clouds to the rivers, from the movement of clouds, trees, to the structure formation of mountains, for hymns and the happy soul within. The concept of Mandelbrot fractals theory was taken up by IBM company when was building a computer and was looking for people like Mandelbrot, who finally helped to find the ways to transmit the data instead of voice from straight telephone lines, with further thinkers and researchers understating now fractal patterns are used to measure the coastline of the land masses. In the present day the science behind the establishment of IR to counter the global warming, saving and increasing numbers of the forests, reduction of industrial establishments up to what levels, how a forest can fight against CO2 emission is possible through understanding and deployment of fractals. Finally, the newest research reveals how many trees all across the world are needed to absorb the current carbon dioxide emission. Finally, it can be said mathematics can help to decide the wilderness of nature. The increasing number of earthquakes, flood, and wild forest fires all have the answers. Fractal has given us a more extensive vocabulary. A vocabulary to understand nature and universe better. Fractal science helps to clear the tension between integration and differentiation. The difference in conscience is the difference in perception of the human being, in the similarities embodied with a difference, pointing out to one purpose, the creation, the urge to be I am, as an individual but simultaneously an urge to be part of the supreme, the part of the greater whole with purpose. Persistent on progress is the nature of the human being. Being unique, one is yet woven with the greater whole, in the emergence of life and consciousness. The objective is the same, to generate patterns that cause creation. The mind is a strong generator of emotions and its pattern. What waves mind created with the influence of soul travels the universe as a quantum whole, affecting and impacting the surrounding and the absolute, to further create similar patterns, creating the outcome. Fractals of one positive thought amid all negative emotions can drift away from that simulation of substance present in the universe and its iterate nature. Mandelbrot principle is applied at the initiation to feel a smooth and calm amid that chaos of emotions, breaking down into pattern emotion. Again and again, the key of fractal funda, which the scientists call distortion, the subconscious human mind can become conscious happiness factory with triggering of right thoughts, the cause, which the brain neuron simulates in fractal to produce the pattern. Our actions, to fetch outcome our purpose. Inside the human mind, neuron hold chemicals which affect our mood and hence our attitude. These chemicals are also called happiness instigators. The chemicals that neurons produce are dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin and endorphins. If you can control this fractal formation of neurotransmitters, humans can be happier, deriving the purpose as these chemicals impact on our motivation, performance and well-being. Happiness is infectious, even when one is in a sad state of mind. If you're strict to a happy memory, that piece of memory is powerful enough to light the neuron in your mind to inject positive vibes into the millions of other neurons that finally helps to mood swings. Many events can trigger these neurotransmitters into the fractal, but rather than being in the passenger seat, if we hold the wheel and cause the right neurons to trigger and to flow, we can control the pattern in the outcome. Thus, as fractal works inside and outside our body, they carry the infinite loops of a single thought, transmitting it into the universe and as a magnet attracting many of same energy, creating the universe for you, around you as your psyche, cause-effect pattern. And so be mindful of what you choose. Eventually, your choice will cause the outcome to infinity. That's all for today. Do not forget to like and write your opinion on this video. It will help me to promote the channel and more motivation to continue to do so. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck to all of you in life.